DRG is going to play very aggressive here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's find out. In the top right-hand side, our red Protoss player is Trap, trying to get his team their first map win of the day.
And the bottom left, the best Zerg in Wings of Liberty in history. It is DRG.
It's been really cool to see DRG come back, you know? I know he's been back a little while, but like I feel like he's one of the first players to come back from military and be like really good again. Until Yun decided to come back and be really scary too.
Oh, he made the hedge in the natural. This is really sick because normally, I think Traps just makes a mistake about his sending probes because normally you can always deny it, but I think Trap sent some probes a bit late than normal timings.
Yeah,
so this is a really nice start.
Yeah, you basically never get to hatchery in your natural expansion. Yeah, great for DRG. He gets to play a little bit of extra money. Doesn't have his economy hit that much.
I feel like this is very huge in ZVP because I always feel when I just get natural in the normal timing, I feel like I get 100 more minerals than compared to when I get the third first. So I feel this is really huge in ZVP.
Yeah,
Protoss and players must be pile block like here.
Yeah, it feels as though at this point when you get this natural up, now it feels like a lot of the Protoss builds don't really work, right? Anything like very aggressive because you're used to defending it with less money. So now you have more money, it's even easier, right?
Yeah, it's even easier.
So, kind of, I mean, I kind of thought maybe Trap plays Stargate anyway, but now I think for sure has to be Stargate over anything else.
Yeah, I think Travis is gonna play Stargate because he's one of Stargate lover.
Is he, I feel like Trap is also still, like, I know he plays some Void Rays, but he also still played a lot of other stuff as well. Like, he still mixes in Oracle openers.
He likes Blink. He likes Blink.
Yeah, like an Oracle into Blink or something like that.
He's opening with Starcraft first. This is he tried against me in GSF Super Tournament. He's trying to get Overlords with this one Starker. But DRG already knows it and he's already moving to the safe place. And he's starting Stargate.
Yeah. Yeah, DRG's Overlords are like really nowhere to be found. Just hidden away. And so this Stalker first doesn't do too much. And that's a little bit of a shame because then you don't get an Adept on the map. He
just wants to see the trap is when the trap makes third and fourth guesses here.
It's a big tell as to what exactly is going to happen in the next stage of the game, or when Trap's going to tech up, and just make sure Trap is going to tech up off, you know, 2 bases instead of going for something a bit more all in or so.
Oh, Trap is making Void Ray openings here.
You think with this Void Ray he's going to make like a lot of Void Rays then?
I can't sure now because there's the like 50 build orders after this Void Ray making this Void Ray, so there's too many types of Protoss build orders, so I cannot sure. But I think he's going for the 3 Nexus after it.
Okay. All right, let's see what we get. Obviously, Void Ray into Oracle. He'll come finish off the Overlord on the top side, so gets rid of that, and DRG puts down the Rotoron. Obviously, DRG. Until just now, didn't really know exactly what was going on, so had to be a little bit safe. Spores finishing just in case an Oracle shows up, etc. in the main. But otherwise, he's looking okay. He'll keep droning from here.
And Treb is getting third Nexus here. Oh, and Treb is getting one more Overlord. This is really huge for Treb.
Yeah.
DRG get more Overlord black here.
Yeah, that's actually really nasty too, right? No Overlords in production, so
yeah, this is really huge.
Yeah, really long supply block. As now we see second Stargate, and so we will just go into all of the Void Rays. And this first Void Ray is already looking for some damage on the bottom side.
This Void Ray tried to get one drone, he get it.
Yeah, nice catch.
Trev is having very good openings here.
Yeah, well, everything going really well for him so far.
And Oracle has one more drone here.
Yeah, really nice. Obviously, the more damage you do like this, the harder it is for DRG to do anything to punish the Stargates, right? To punish Void Ray openings. So now, a little bit stuck, and as he goes lag, What do you think? Just fast Hydra this time?
I think DRG didn't starting the overload speed yet, which means he's not going for the German taxi. So, and he's adding some guesses. I think he can play Spire or Hydra.
Yeah. Do you think Spy is good against Voidray openings at all?
Oh, the
Nindus.
Nindus.
Oh wow.
What is this? Is it Warsaw Subway?
I guess so. Wow. Okay. So,
He's adding more drones here, and he didn't make any Hydra then, or he doesn't make any Roaches
Yeah.
here. I think he just want to make Nidus in the front of Protoss, and he just want to make some creep spreads and go for a macro game.
Yeah, he has a lot of drones, so it feels very like almost harassment Nidus rather than all in.
Nidus.
Yeah. Or like almost like scary Nidus. You know, you make Nidus sounds and the Protoss player gets scared. 5 drones go down though. These the Adepts do pretty well, and the Oracle keeping information.
And trips out the Nidus. Now he's going more for make batteries, I think.
Yeah, he should. He adds on gateways. Nothing just yet. I feel like he knows though that there's a lot of drones.
Yeah.
So I feel like he knows there isn't anything really in the Nidus. So he's
but
not
he
really
doesn't have any knights here for Nidus here.
Yeah, no, he has nothing. It's very strange. Like Nidus.
It's very strange for me too, but because now I feel like he's making mistake. Like DRG should. I think DRG was supposed to make Hydra Nidus here, but his Hydra then was a bit too late.
Yeah.
He forget it.
Yeah, that definitely. Because what was he ever going to Nidus with?
Yeah.
Like, Queen's Lings of 60 drones doesn't really make a lot of sense. Yeah. So
I think he was supposed to play Hydra Nidus.
So he's just gonna go Infestation Pit. So now he can go into Hive, add Lurker Den if he wants to, and kind of play Viper Hydra Lurker is probably the most
Viper Hydra Lurker and Queens.
Yes, and Queens, the most important unit.
Yeah, Queens are very good against Void Rays and the carriers because Queens are very strong against the interceptors actually. So I think making a mass Queens are really good against Skyto's army.
Yes, no, it's Queens are really important. There's a couple of Void Rays out the front, DRG. Okay, a couple shots of damage, but not much. The Void Rays escape for the moment. So it keeps that alive, and there's the Lurker Den Hive on the way. So transition getting ready. As DRG stays on the map, but needs to be just a little careful. Trap's army is getting better. He has Storm and a lot of High Templar.
Yeah, and Treb is upgrading his air weapon upgrade here, which means he's going to switch to carriers or something, some kind of sky units here.
Yeah, no, it's definitely seems to be something of the plan. We do just have, oh, I mean, 4 bases from Trap is. I didn't realize how quick Trap got for his 4th base in the top left. So that's obviously nice. He'll have a good economy.
And when you feel stressed against Jer, when you play Protoss, when you play Skytos, it is creep spread. DRG made a lot of good creep spread here. He have like creeps everywhere here, so he can see any harassment of Jealous coming, so he gets some Jealous in the right side very easily. This is really nice for DRG.
Yes, no, it's really good for DRG. Definitely a it's just difficult for Trap to really do anything, right? You know, he's kind of stuck. I feel like Trap got to 4 bases nice, which is okay if he wants to sit back, but then he has to sit back, defend, because he can't really go anywhere. And so DRG gets back into the game a little bit after being on a little bit of a weird opening and not being able to do much. So nice creep. He is actually gonna see. It's very scary for Trap. He doesn't have a large army.
Yeah, but and it has own creep. I think creep need to clean up more creeps here because DRG creeps already too many here.
Yes.
And interesting point is DRG is making extra links. I think rings are really bad against this Protoss army because he has like Archon, Storms. It's too good against links. I think that's why I make Queens instead of links.
Yeah, the lings they die very quick.
Yeah,
so.
that's useless.
Yeah, I mean, 1 storm and they already die.
Yeah,
and Lurkers do finish up, and so they are going to be able to back away. And DRG will hold the ramp, and Trap will have to back off and find a different direction. A few Zealots down the right side, but DRG sees everything, so he's already there.
Everything.
Yeah. Oh, but he pulls away too soon. There we go. Finishes them off.
And there's carrier for Trap now. Now he have very good army against this DRG's army. So DRG must need to go for now. He must need Trace here.
Yeah. No, if he doesn't go soon, then the carriers become very difficult to fight. So he should start fighting and start trying to take advantage of the investment into carriers before there's too many. Is trying to go up the ramp. Ducks. He gets
two
Void Rays. Yeah. He only kills one though, and then eats the storm.
Yeah.
It's a little scary.
And he's adding more carriers instead of Void Rays here.
Yeah. Do you think more carriers is the way to go?
Yeah, because DRG doesn't have a lot of queens, so carriers is going to a lot of stronger against these many mass hydras here.
Oh, the Vipers just kind of fly through the middle, so he loses two Vipers already.
And he's run by here. But this one seems like not good for DRG here. Oh, but there's a lot of lurkers.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward. Like it feels like it's a bit weird for DRG, but then the lurkers kind of stop the army of Trap coming through. Oh wow, big storms. And all the hydras die. Okay, wow, everything dies.
Yes.
That's very, very nice to Trap. He takes down so much up on the top side, and I mean, DRG just has everything reset, right? All of his lurkers gone, and now he can't really, with no lurkers, you can't hold the ground, and so Trap should just be able to maybe fly across the map and take a really, really good fight, because there's not much anti-air, and there's still a couple of storms available.
This is the lizard when you don't have a queens. If you don't have a queens, you are so bad against this carrier army like this. You need transfuse, something like stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it's really difficult. One fungal growth, but nothing else. It just one fungal. He kills.
Oh, the storms.
Yeah, he kills the High Templar, but he already takes a lot of damage. Interceptors are gonna fight, and
he's fighting again. But the carriers are too strong against Hydra.
Yeah, the carriers are way too strong, and he has two new High Templar full of energy, so more storms, and yeah, that's just gonna take away. I mean, the Hydras are the only good thing really here for the carriers, so they die very quick now.
And Trap has the ducks. Because he can get but storms. This is the problem because carrier has too much HP, so Hydras are not good enough to kill it when you adopt it. Like adopt like 2 or 3 in the once, but you're not able to kill him at once.
Yeah.
He's not able to survive. This is the problem against carriers when you play Hydras.
Yeah, DRG is going to counterattack, so I mean Trap can just trade a couple of bases and then recall home, right? I think.
Yeah, Protoss has Flicker, so Trap is good for do it.
Yeah, he's just gonna come in. He's gonna kill the Lurker Den as well, so he gets rid of that. And this now this hatchery taking a lot of damage too. A lot of yes, it's just much worse for DRG than it is for Trap. As he sends 3 Void Rays to kill the bottom right base, and DRG will come home after killing the 5th to try and defend. But I mean, Trap's gonna finish off the natural expansion, which is low HP, and maybe even kill the Hydra Den.
Like strong, yeah. Oh, the adopt gets 1 carriers here. Oh, he's not able to get it.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the right setup. It feels like now he almost needs Corruptors to help him get rid of the carriers, but no way to get there.
Oh, the Lickle, can he able to save it? Oh,
he loses 1 carrier.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he's fine.
And he loses the Prison, which has 2 High Templar in, but
he saved the boys too.
Yeah, I think just obviously DRG just doesn't have much, right? He's on 2 bases that are mining out, and then a 3rd which is okay, and then the left side 4th which isn't finished yet.
Yeah.
And Trap is on 4 bases during all this time, with a 5th base about to finish on the right side. And now I feel like the left side base for DRG is hard to defend. Yeah, he needs to win the game with this fight, and it goes okay, but to start. But how do you fight the carriers?
Yeah, I think he need to adopt every carriers before the fights.
Yeah.
If not, DRG is gonna lose 100% this fight.
The
storms already was very good, and the feedback was amazing here.
Oh,
and the DTs are 5 or so, and this is GG.
Trap is gonna take the first point for Team Trap today, and you get his team on the scoreboard. Inside we do have the red Protoss player, who's obviously got his team. Well, his team got off to a 1-0 start. It is Gemini.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, Wardy, sorry, I have some problems here about observing.
Yeah?
My screen has been the kind of goes for the right side.
Your screen goes to the right side.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me look.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Hey, look. Ooh.
I clicked something, but I
I
don't know
know.
what.
So it's on my keyboard, it's like insert and delete. You know what might fix if you tap.
Ah, yeah. It.
Or,
Okay. Oh, but it's still moving.
okay,
When I
try double tap 3 because it might be on my camera.
double tap.
Yeah.
I can change it. Okay, I press insert.
Yeah, I think is it not fixed?
No, I'm just pressing in the insert, and when I not pressing
oh.
it.
Okay, try okay, this one, try press Control Shift O.
Control Shift.
O.
Oh, Control Shift.
Yeah, and then maybe like at the top where like you can pick a person.
Everyone.
Yeah, pick everyone.
Yeah.
Or maybe like swap to a player camera for a second, and then go back to everyone. That might work.
Oh yeah, it's work.
Yeah?
It's work. Thank you, Marty.
Nice.
And how to make scores in the top side?
You just type, so Shift 1 will do the score on the top, and Control number will do the one on the bottom.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
No
Oh,
worries.
sorry guys, we are late. The top rep side, the blue Zerg player, it is DRG Ling.
Yeah, so pretty standard setup here. He does get the hatchery at the natural, no problem. So he gets to mine that right away, and then this probe just gonna come and get chased away. The Ling's actually gonna put one more hit on this probe. This probe's gonna die. So
Yeah, this is good opening from for DRG Ling, and
Mhm.
I think I played with Gemini in some online Korean tournaments many times, and he always play like Shrep, you know? Like he's really big fan of Shrep, so he copy every Shrep's playstyle here. So that's why he's going for Stargate. He like Shrep.
Mhm. Yeah, no, it's pretty much the exact same kind of setup in a way for now. We'll see exactly what he wants to play. Is the adapt is not going to shade through, so let's obviously just try and pick up a bit of info. And he's going to go Oracle first, so not going to go for the Void Ray to begin.
Yeah, this is interesting because now Oracle Burst is very unusual openings here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Adept is actually going to commit in and gets one drone.
Oh yeah.
Tries to
And
shit out. Yeah, it's going to get a second drone. Okay, that's really nice. One Adept, 2 drones. Oh, but this Ling is across the map, and they're going to kill a Stalker.
Yeah, the Stalker loss is really huge because he doesn't. Now he can just send Overlord like it because he doesn't have a Stalker, and he can scout everything what he's doing. This is really huge for the Argentine, I guess.
Yeah, especially because now there's a second Oracle on the way, right? So there's nothing to get rid of this Overlord at any point. So this Overlord can fly from the main over to the natural. It's going to see the second Oracle, maybe. It'll see what the Stargate is going to do for a third unit as well. And he's also going to see the gas timing on the natural as well. So he really gets to see everything because of the Lost Tropical.
And his Oracle didn't get any drones, didn't pick up any drones, so the Argentine can go for very greedy opening, and he's able to scout everything. So now he can know what actually Gemini wants to play here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really good good opening for the Argentine here.
Yeah, no, it's been great. He still has this Overlord just like hanging around in the main base, just like,
Yeah.
just like, oh, whatever, I can just see anything I want, you know, no problem at all. He knows about the third, and he's actually going to bring Lings back in to maybe try and go for the third base, but 2 Adepts, little
It's
scary.
not enough, I guess.
Okay.
He needs to make some more Adepts or Zealots here, but he doesn't. His Oracle just expect to kill this Lings here.
Yeah, so the Oracles come back, but when you get 2 Adepts, you get a probe, and obviously the Oracles defending means that they're not finding drones, so that's obviously good news as well.
And DLG Lynx is playing the melee build orders here, which is it's very not useful, but I not seen it during a long time, because now pro players doesn't like it to play, so this is interesting. And Gemini goes for exactly the trap build orders.
Yeah.
The 3 base, it blinks and and the upgrades.
Yeah, the very very trap-esque. Yep, just
Yeah,
+1 blink. So gonna try and put some pressure on. I feel like
and
I was gonna say I
the
quite
Archon,
like the
yeah,
melee against this.
yeah.
I
But
feel
the Archon got everything.
yeah. So I mean, DRG Link can obviously just make his decisions based around what
Mhm.
he's scouting. So he really knows everything that's up. So he'll be completely fine. And yeah, as he just goes into a Balin nest, he adds on the lair as well, and he's just gonna get a macro
Yes.
hatchery, 4th base. I mean, everything for DRG Link's just on the way nicely. Gets a few roaches, and he's gonna just be on this kind of Lingbane roach comp against maybe
Yeah.
like an attempted +1 blink stalker timing.
Normally, when you play, when you're opening with the Pills melee borders, you normally place like Hydra Ling Bane, but the other Ling makes roaches after the melee upgrade, so it's going to play like Labyrinth Links, which is very old stuffs.
Mhm.
Like it was very popular like in like 4 years before,
Yeah,
and he's kind of old school player here, so he play like very old school build orders here.
which is fun. I like the trip back in time. You know, it's
Oh really?
yeah, it's entertaining. It's different. You know, you cast the same things all day. It's nice to see someone.
Yeah, it's boring.
It's not boring, right? But like, especially like early game when it's like the same
Yeah.
opening every time. It's nice to see
Mhm.
something different. It freshens it
Yeah,
up.
something different too. And Gemini is trying to some pressure and trying to kill some traps,
Mhm.
creeps, but the Archon already have too much army here, and so he's going for the global bay. He's trying to switching some closest or disruptors here.
Mhm.
This is really nice for the Gemini here.
Yeah.
And I think the Archon is going for a timing attack with 5
Yeah.
hedge and +2 timings here.
Yeah. Just all right. Already kind of moving across the map quite quickly. He'll have +2 melee on the way behind this, but absolutely looks like he wants to start morphing some Balins aggressively and go right now. Although he's a little bit supply blocked, so might not be able to morph much in. He is going to run up this ramp, breaks the force fields with the Ravagers. He gets on top of the sentries very quickly.
This is really good timing for the Archon because he doesn't have any Lobo units here. He just has Starkers there. So
Yeah.
he get a lot of sentries. So now he can just make base and rolling into the Starkers. He doesn't can get any force build here.
Yes, it's a problem because obviously it's very expensive for Gemini to rebuild sentries.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can't really afford to rebuild the sentries because that's gas away from your your Colossus basically. So then, but then if you don't rebuild the sentries, like you say, Banelins are just going to roll in. So yeah, not ideal. He actually starts a couple of spines up on this base, wants to make sure he's safe, and sets up an infestation pit too. So
Yeah.
looking to the future, but yeah, I feel like you morph Banes and you roll, and you probably have a pretty good time anyway.
Yeah, but he still just have four sentries. I think this is not enough against mass bailings of the Archon. I think this Oracle should click some leverages here with
Yeah.
but and he's going for it. He's lolling in the 3rd base also. Some failings here.
Yeah, he's gonna cancel the 4th base. He's gonna. I mean, there's nothing to protect these probes, and they're gonna be kind of stuck behind this mineral line. There's nowhere to go.
Line. Oh my god, he lose a lot. There is so many probes. 25 probes is down here.
Oh my god. Well, that basically means that Trap has to go across the map and fight, and DRG Ling will recognize that, and he's just gonna morph more Banelings because this army obviously still doesn't have many force fields, so you can just roll in and kind of jump on this entire army too. Trap is... I keep saying Trap, sorry, Gemini is gonna turn around. You know, he's just such a Trap fan, he just feels like Trap.
Yes.
But Gemini comes around the right side, and
yeah, and the other is doing 2+2 is done, so his Bailing is gonna be a lot stronger than against Starkers here. Oh my god, the Bailing was really huge.
wow.
And GG.
DRG Ling.
Yeah, he seems like really strong here.
Yeah, he's it's just like a very different experience. All right, 1-1 tied up. We play the Archon mode ace match. Is in the bottom right side. The blue Zerg player is DRG and a DRG Ling.
And in the top red, there's Red Protoss. Is the Team Trap from Team Trap. Is Trap and Gemini.
I really have zero idea what to expect from Archon mode.
Yeah.
This could be literally anything. You know, I think it's worth mentioning as well. Obviously, I think people coming into the stream might be like, "Oh, this seems like a fun little tournament," but there's actually like a lot of money on the line. You know, shout out to
It's a lot. Shout out to our sponsor guy.
Yeah, as far as it goes, putting some money in, there's like $900 or so for first place, like $450 for second, and then it kind of halves as you go down. It's really sick. It's like crazy money for like a little one-day
Crazy
event.
money, yeah.
Yeah.
And best of one events here.
Yeah, like you show up, you play like, I mean, if you're Trap or like if you're any of these guys, you show up and you play like 3 to maybe 6 maps, and 3 of them are Archon at most. It's not bad.
Oh, actually, I really love this worker micro here. This worker
Oh,
is
yeah.
gonna make very annoying, and the one drone
Do you
is
think
trying hard.
that's Gemini's job just to get...
Yeah, I think amateur players is controlling workers here.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see. So you can actually like, if you swap between player cameras, you can see where the different players are looking. I think that's a cool thing to do in Archon mode sometimes, and then you can know like who's controlling what. So Gemini is paying full attention to this probe, and Trap's just at home microing, setting up all the usual stuff.
And they start, but the good points for the Zerg players, they made a hedge without any edge blocks here, so it's a good start.
That's 3 games in a row that's happened. It's
Yeah.
very uncommon for PvZ to happen like that.
I'm really confusing that what build orders with the Protoss players play. I think the Adept build order is going to be very great because they can harassment like a god.
Yeah.
With one player controlling the War Prism with 4 Adepts, and one player controlling in the Adept in the main Adepts like 8. So it's gonna be awesome. But they're starting with Stargate here.
Yeah. The I think I'm trying to think. I remember someone talked to me about this, but there's a certain race that's really good in Archon mode, because I think somebody told me. Obviously depends who you talk to, but I think somebody told me Zerg was really good because one person can just like creep spread, right?
Yeah.
So you can just have like really insane creep spread like all the time, and then it's really difficult to like fight that off with someone whose only job is to like spread creep. So it's like that's very interesting.
Marty, do you know the Cross Final? Do you remember in 2016?
The what? Sorry.
Cross Final in 2016, like GSL2 finalists play against SSL2 finalists.
Oh yeah, crossover finals. Yeah.
Yeah, and I played with Dark. With Archon mode for 5k for the winner.
Yeah. I remember this. Yeah.
Against Beyond, it was really funny because we had a lot of creep spread like everywhere, every game.
Yeah,
it was really nice.
No, creep spread is really good. Like, you know, like at the start maybe you can be better at denying it, but eventually it's just the fact that you can just keep the queens out and like constantly replaces is just really powerful. I don't know if that makes Zerg the best, but it's definitely interesting. Like you say, I think being able to like micro and harass, you know, with a prism, that's something that Zerg don't really get in Archon pretty much. So.
Oh, the 2 other is going on.
Yeah.
This is nice harassment by Protoss teams.
Yeah, they
5 drone kill here.
This is really good.
And they're, oh my god, he's hitting more drones with the Oracle here.
Yeah, that's a empty third base, nothing to defend, and he gets a lava on the end of it. That was just with the first Oracle. The second Oracle shows up, and that still has energy to maybe get more. So yeah, Trap and Gemini, they get a lot of damage done.
Yeah, I think they had really sync micro with the Oracle and the Adepts with the splitting micro, so that they can give a lot of damage to them.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's making Immortals now very early. He's very early than I expected.
Yeah. Okay. As these Lings get dealt with pretty well, so yeah, pretty nice. I do feel like Gemini seems to be controlling these Oracles, and then Trap is just playing back at home, which I think is a good way to do it.
And he's making more gateway. They seems like very aggressive here, I think.
Yeah, you know,
they're
absolutely.
going for one Immortal timing.
Yep, 2 more sentries warping as well, so this third base is very much so a bit of a fake out, something they'll fall back to if they do good damage but they don't quite end the game. But otherwise, this is absolutely coming across the map, looking to fight. And when you've killed so many workers, it makes a lot of sense, right? Because now it's really hard for the Zerg to defend because you're 7 workers down from where you maybe should be.
Yeah, but DRG and the other link seems the 1 Immortal and 4 Sentry is coming out, and they are making 6 roaches here. This is really good response by Zerg team.
Yep. It's a lot
But
of
they are
roaches.
making probes here, so they were going for macro, I guess. They just trying to
Yeah.
killing the creeps here.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like you put pressure on, and then you can fall back into like 3 bases, right? So that's gonna drop the revelation, and that's obviously gonna be a nice little cleanup on the first bit of creep. We'll see they kind of start moving toward the ramp. They have to be careful. Force fields come down. No, I mean I think it's okay to just be very safe with the force fields, and then just back away from this, and just be kind of like, you know, don't overcommit in basically.
Yeah, and they are third player team DRG starting to making a Spire here.
Mm-hmm.
This is really good decision because their Twilight counter is very late, so which means they were going to have late blink here. Oh, then he's trying to surround here, but there's too many force field in Trap's team. Oh, that nice force field.
Yeah, really good force fields so far. The force fields have been perfect. Picking up a few extra units, like no mistakes at all, and just
no
maximizing damage with this initial army.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's gonna go. They're gonna go charge as well. They're really not gonna have any anti-air to these Mutalisks. Could be a big problem.
Yeah, but he has too many sentries here, and he can give more damage with the force field here. Because they will never gonna mistake with force field because they one player just can focus on his main army here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Oracles? I thought maybe the Oracles could have activated and killed a Ravager there. They're gonna do it now, but a little bit too late, and there's only one Oracle with energy, so maybe a missed opportunity. We do see a little Link counterattack, but there's a Zealot in the wall off, so the defense initially is good. With the Stalkers showing up, they'll be able to push that back, and well, here come the Mutalisks, and I do feel like there's just no... I guess there's no scouting on this Spire still, right? Like, they've just not been in the main to see it. They're going to go in now with these Oracles, so... Oh, they drop a Revelation. Now he sees it.
But he can micro Mutas very well because they can just focus... One player just can focus on Mutar controlling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I think the Mutas is never gonna die.
Yeah, but I mean, do you not think one person can focus on Phoenix control too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Phoenix micro for the Muta micro here.
Yeah, no, this should be pretty fun. I don't even know who that prefers. Maybe the Muta guy, because there's just more Mutas initially. I don't know though. I mean, you get an Archon or 2 up, and they can't do much more with the Mutas just yet. And now there's a second Stargate coming in, so you're gonna have Phoenix to kind of defend this. So I think it's okay. And they're not gonna go for like a lot of Mutas, right? There's just these few, and then they're already transitioning into the Hydra Den.
Yeah, they are switched to Hydra Ring by guess. But Trap already have a lot of sentries, and he already made the high Templar archive, so I think he can start to storm, making a storm now. But I think the 2 Stargate this season is not very great because he doesn't make any more Mutas here. He just makes 7.
Yeah,
so
this
is now it's very good this season. It's very bad this season against this Zerg.
Yeah, and it goes down. No, it's a huge commitment for what wasn't actually a huge commitment of Mutalisks, right? You know, it's that kind of guess you kind of have to make at some point, I guess, if you want to prepare big time for Mutas or not. The army's just going to run past the Lings on the 4th base. Now it's going to turn, but too late, and no cancel. Hey, how about that? Two players, no cancel. Wow.
Because they were busy to the chasing Mutas, he killed all of Mutas here, and he's got timing here.
Okay,
but I feel DRG teams have too much army here.
Yeah, I think so too. I was thinking maybe they get caught with our Hydra upgrades, but honestly, they could just morph Banelings and be in a pretty good spot. Once you get a couple of gaps, you can definitely roll a few Banes into this, and even if you just get Banes and the Zealots, right? Because then the Sentries don't really come into play, because if you're force fielding out the Banelings, well, the Zealots are also being force fielded out.
Yeah, the good news there is no Baneling, and he have a lot of force field here.
Yeah.
Phoenix on the left side, and they are lifting some queens here.
Yeah, the Phoenix actually doing whatever they can to just help out a little bit. I mean, at the moment, these force fields obviously just keep coming down and keep a lot of the Road Ravager back, so maybe they can kill the 4th base. Wow.
Wow, really, he does really provide these 2 players.
Yeah.
These 2 players micro really well.
Yeah, no, this was a good timing, right? Obviously, just they defend the Mutas, they don't take too much damage. The Phoenix maybe a little bit overcommitted to, but then they just find this attack when the Hydra's on the way up, and yeah, no Banelings. I'm really surprised there's no Banelings. I really thought they'd just morph in Banes and then... Yeah.
If there was Baneling, I think the Zilla was melting. Zilla fight too well, because there was no base.
I'm really
There's extra Zillas here.
Yeah, with more Zealots coming in, you can just never defend this because now you just have Zealots jumping on top of Ravagers. There's too many Archons and, you know, the Immortal as well. And even the Oracle's helping out. Team Trap are going to win a series after they start off losing to Team Creator. They're going to beat Team DRG. I think that's really nice because I actually do think Team DRG is one of the scarier teams. GG.
Really sick.
Yeah.
The Archon mode is really sick.